Welcome back to Square Off. Arizona's so-called fake electors tried once again this past week to have the felony charges against them thrown out. We'll get to that in a minute. First, let's start with some background on how we got here. In December 2020, so-called Republican fake electors signed a document claiming they were Arizona's legitimate electors. This was after Donald Trump lost Arizona to Joe Biden. In April 2024, after a year-long investigation, Democratic Attorney General Chris Mays charged 18 people, including several Trump allies, in an alleged criminal conspiracy to overturn Arizona's 2020 election results. Then, in August 2024, the Maricopa County judge overseeing the case stepped down after a report that he urged fellow judges to defend Democratic presidential nominee Kamala Harris from attacks. A new judge was assigned. I was in the courtroom earlier in the week when the new judge on the case delivered a mini bombshell. Judge Sam Myers set aside a full day for the defendant's lawyers to argue why he should dismiss this case. Turns out Myers already had his mind made up. Within the first few minutes, he delivered a stunning setback to Democratic AG Chris Mays. The judge's ruling came with little warning.
Counsel, I know that I've just thrown your day into a little bit of unexpected turn.
Maricopa County Superior Court Judge Sam Myers steered the so-called fake electors case down a new path. Under a 3-year-old state law, Democratic Attorney General Chris Mays could now be forced to prove that her criminal prosecution of the Republican defendants wasn't a political attack on their free speech rights. Mays plans to appeal to a higher court. She said in a statement, "It is not the lawful exercise of free speech to file forged slates of electors to deprive Arizona voters of their right to vote." The 16 remaining defendants are charged with 9 felonies each. They allegedly participated in a criminal conspiracy to overturn Donald Trump's defeat in Arizona's 2020 presidential vote. The judge cited this Mays comment after she took office in 2023. "We obviously can't ever have this happen again or anything close to it."
I think the bottom line here is that this is a significant loss for the state. It doesn't mean the case is over, but it means the defendants have the wind at their back.
Corey Langhofer is a Phoenix attorney who wrote a 2022 update on the law the defense is relying on. He cautions the law might not be enough.
This may be the best defense they have in the case. So if the state overcomes this and the motion is ultimately denied, the case gets much more difficult to defend.
And again, Chris Mays is appealing. Now, you might be wondering when this case will go to trial. With this latest setback, a trial, if it takes place, could happen during the middle of the 2026 election campaign, 6 years after the alleged conspiracy occurred. An update now on Arizona's leading abortion opponent. Over the last 2 decades, Kathy Herod, president of the Center for Arizona Policy, has quietly retired. Herod was responsible for dozens of anti-abortion laws, including the 15-week ban, whose language briefly triggered Arizona's near-total ban dating to 1864. She was also a fierce opponent of civil rights for LGBT residents. Herod's departure comes just a few months after Arizona voters overwhelmingly supported protecting abortion rights in the state constitution. When we come back, our